Hey everybody, it's Dr. Deb here. Wow, what a day today, man. I'm doing this video for a few reasons. One is because today was not my best day. Started off good, but then it quickly spiraled. The second reason why I'm doing this video is because people out there ask questions and we still struggle with things and we're still trying to find answers. And when answers do come, I have a belief that it's important to share. It's important to walk the talk, but more importantly, it's important to share because I know that if I feel this way, someone else might feel this way too, and get value from this video. Anger from abuse, we harbor a lot of it. And people will say things like, we need to forgive, we need to let it go. And yet, I've been searching for what's the step-by-step instructions of forgiveness? And how do we let it go? Struggling with this for years on various levels. This video might be a little long, by the way. But anyway, so we get angry at the injustice. We have anger about injustice. We want people to be held accountable for their actions and for the things that they do. We're held accountable. Shouldn't others? That's not how life is. When we're angry, it's because we're harboring so much pain from horrible things. And I say this and I get emotional because as I'm talking to you, I think of those things, those horrible things. You don't forget them. What I wish I could figure out is how to maintain the memory without the emotional reaction. Because it's the emotional reaction that causes us pain. We harbor pain. The other person's not hurting. We are the ones that are hurting. And that's not a victim statement. It is a real statement. We hurt. We harbor pain. Pain over time turns into anger. Anger over time turns to hate. And yeah, like Yoda, anger, turns into hate, and hate turns into suffering. I don't know about you. I don't want to suffer anymore. I don't want to be in pain anymore, and I don't want to be angry anymore. So how do you forgive and let this go? I discovered today that letting go needs to happen first before forgiveness. Don't ask me the reason to justify it, why, and I'm not going to get into some philosophical debate. I'm talking about what I've learned, and if this resonates with somebody, fabulous. I'll explain why I think you need to let go first. You got to let go of the pain and the grip of holding on and harboring all of that in order to open up yourself enough to forgive. Because forgiveness doesn't have a space in your body when you're harboring so much anger and so much pain. it is so painful. And the worst part about it is it's affecting my physical health. So I'm in the shower. And I said to myself, what if the phrase, "it's not yours to own," is actually a technique? Sorry, so emotional. Anyway, someone said to me today, "I like watching your videos because you keep it real." And that's a commitment that I have to doing this service. You know, I know I don't look my best, but it is what it is. Okay, so what if the statement, "it's not yours to own," is actually a technique? For example, every time something happens, let's just say someone does something stupid, okay? Judgment, but yes. Let's just say somebody charges your credit card and you react and the other person's like, "Whoa, this was just a mistake." But you react and fly off the handle, right? Before you react, what if you say to yourself, "Is this mine to own or is this someone else's to own?" In that situation, I would say the mistake of overcharging my card isn't mine to own. And then I would be able to let it go. The overreacting is mine to own. I actually did that today. It was not my best self. I did call and apologize. It was not all right to do. It was a mistake, and an honest mistake, and shit happens. But what if that phrase, "it's not mine to own," is a technique? And if it's a technique, and you use it and you ask yourself the question, of all of those things that happened, was it any of ours to own? Any of it? Scanning my life, the answer is no. None of it was mine to own. None of it. Fuck. So then the second part of the technique has to be, I'm sorry. The second part of the technique has to be then the letting go part. So the first part is the situation. Before you react, you ask yourself the question, "Is this mine to own?" And if it's not, then you just let it go. Just let it go. We've had enough pain. We don't need any more pain. Just let it go. It's not yours to own. You don't have to harbor that action, behavior. It's not yours. So why take it on? Why take it? Why carry it? It's not yours to own. If it is yours to own, then own up to it. Then own up to it. Apologize. Be the difference. Be the change. Make the world a better place. I did. I called back and I said, "I'm really sorry. I own my behavior. That was totally uncalled for." And I said, "You're right. It was a mistake. Everybody's entitled to a mistake." And I apologized again for my behavior. And I was like, "That's not cool." And I was not expecting this person to say what they said. And I actually said, "I appreciate your grace, you know." Not my best moment. It's not mine to own. And it's not yours to own. We can't control life. We can't. What we can control is who we are, what our beliefs are, what our values are. Do we choose love over hate? And when we say it's not mine to own, it means then we need to figure out how we can let go of all this stuff that we've harbored all these years, and then forgive. And this is as far as I've gotten. I don't know the other two parts yet. But I can say that yes, all that crap I've been carrying since what? I know before, since I was 3. None of it's mine to own. This pain. Nope. Maybe forgiveness right now means forgiving myself for carrying it for so many years and for hurting myself. The stress, the things I've said to myself, oh my God, the pressures I've put on myself, whether it's to perform or just name it, excel, all that crap. It's not mine to own. I keep looking over here because I have a wall in my family room of photographs of my family, ancestors. I don't think any of them would want me to be in so much pain and to carry it. And I know it sounds so superficial by saying to let it go, but maybe it means we have the memory of whatever the memory is again. And in that moment of the reflection, we say to ourselves, is that mine to own? Or maybe collectively we just say all of the stuff from the trauma. Is any of this mine to own? I can tell you I know someone who says, this is the person that I know who said something about them not being alive. And I know what that feels like to have a parent say that to you. You should have never been born. And I'm a parent. That sentence and that action isn't mine to own. But I've harbored that for so many years. So this is what I'm going to do next. I'm going to continue to write this book. And I would encourage people to write your story or to message me and say that you want to be interviewed on the podcast so you can share your story. Because I firmly believe that through story and the process of sharing, we'll be able to have awareness moments of really accepting this. It's not mine to own, and it never was mine to own. And to be able to let it go, and to free yourself, and to begin healing in a different way, on a different level. That's the message for tonight. Whenever something happens, ask yourself, is this mine to own? And if not, then let it go. And whenever you have a flashback memory or something triggers you, ask yourself before you react, is this mine to own? No, it's not mine to own. And let it go. I got a massive fucking headache, man. So I'm gonna go drink some hot water and lemon and meditate. I'm gonna have a good night. All right, you guys. You keep it real. Let's keep it real. And remember, it's not yours to own.